Hey, yo, it's your friendly show host, Brandon Hurley. That was the dumbest intro I've ever done. Yes, well, here we are. NBA for Iowa fans. Yeah, I don't know either. Don't know what I'm getting myself into, but hey, I figured anybody that wants to see what's going on in the NBA in Iowa, I figured I could be one of the better guys to talk about it. Of course, we got to talk about our boy, Nick Nurse, head coach of the Toronto Raptors, Carroll, Iowa native, Kemper Catholic, high school alum, 1985 state champion, only basketball championship for Kemper Catholic. It's hard to imagine, but hey, that's the reality. So one thing I did want to address, since we are in Iowa, and I do cover Iowa high school basketball, boys basketball too. This state tournament, outside of a few games, has been, I'll be fair, I'll be nice, so-so. I mean, the scoring has been horrendous. I mean, we should not have four 4A schools. We had two games that were in the 30s for semifinals or quarterfinals. Semifinals and quarterfinals. One of the teams only scored 27 points. 27 points in 32 minutes. You cannot tell me that you cannot score more than that. We need to do something more with the game. I don't know what we need to do. I think a shot clock will help. But, I mean, they're still not making shots. But part of it might be, I saw a good point on Twitter. Someone had a good point. I think it was Corey Meyer, Coon Rapids Bayard head coach. I think he had a good point. It may be that coaches are running too many plays. You would think how does that happen? But too many times plays. Allow them to play the game of basketball. Basketball was not meant to be just running all sorts of sets in different plays, trying to get a perfect shot. Sometimes you got to let these players play. Let them make their own decisions. Let them shoot. Let them shoot the ball when they're open. Okay, a lot of these missed shots that I've noticed are coming because they feel panicked. I mean, they have the ball for a good minute, and they're like, well, I need to get a shot off. And then they panic or they turn the ball over. Let them play basketball and let them shoot. Let them just be free, have a free-flowing offense. I mean, the NBA is big on this. Just flow. Just let loose. Okay, this is the state tournament. This is supposed to be the most exciting time of the year. The highest level of basketball that we see all year. And it's not. More than half the time, it is an ugly game. And that's not against the players. We just need to let them shoot. We need to let them speed up the game. They're worried too much. They're panicked. They don't want to make mistakes. That's not how you want to play basketball. You do not play basketball afraid of making mistakes. That's not a good product. It's not fun for anyone. It's probably not fun for the players on the court. Something has to be done to make it a better product. I love basketball, and I look forward to the state tournament. But then when it comes, I'm sitting here watching the games, and the product's not good. If it's turning me off, a big-time basketball fan, what do you think it does to other people? I don't know. That was just my 2 cents. I mean, basketball is still fun. I mean, there's still some good games. Hopefully tonight there's good games for the state title games. I mean, watching the South Hamilton game earlier was fun. Who else was fun? I've watched the Norwalk winners. The Norwalk game, that was fun. I mean, that Bourne kid, he's exciting as there is. I mean, he's good. There's a lot of good play. I mean, we got Xavier Foster playing tonight. Should be fun. We got Grandview Christian playing this afternoon. That'll be fun. That's actually coming up shortly. It's probably going to be going by the time I have this video uploaded. Issa Samake and their other guys. They're fun. That should be fun. I mean, yeah, they're 1A. So yeah, I mean, there should be good games tonight. Let's cross our fingers though. But yes, something needs to be done. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. Obviously, I'm just some fat guy wishing he could play basketball. But something needs to be done for the product to make it better. For those that don't know, I'm here today just to kind of bounce my thoughts off the wall, share with you guys. I'm shooting here from my beautiful home office here in sunny California. Oh, wait, sunny Iowa. Sorry about that. So, yeah. No, I did not go to the state fair. There's a smoothie in here, I promise. There's still snow on the ground. But yeah. Okay, so let's kind of get into things a little bit. The Toronto Raptors, led by Nick Nurse in his first year, are 46-19 in second place in the Eastern Conference, 3 games back on the Milwaukee Bucks. So they're in a nice position for the second seed. The Milwaukee Bucks are having one of their best seasons ever in history. Let's see how many games are left. They played 65. There's 17 games left. Last year, the Raptors won 59 games. So the Raptors have to go 14-3 to beat that record. I'm hopeful that they could do that down the road. I mean, they've got some decent games coming down the schedule. Let's take a look at their schedule. We gotta pull it up here. I know a lot of fun while you watch me try to find the schedule. I'm sure that's fun and enlightening. Come on, the internet's slow when you, of course. So yeah, tonight they have the Pelicans, which they should win. It's at New Orleans though. Then they play at Miami, at Cleveland, at home against the Lakers, at Detroit, who they just lost to. And that'll be a tough one. Dwayne Casey's kind of had Toronto's number since he's been fired. Then it's home against the Knicks, at Oklahoma City, home against Oklahoma City, so back-to-back games there, kind of weird schedule. Home against Charlotte, home against the Bulls, at the Knicks, at the Bulls, home against Orlando, at Brooklyn, at Charlotte, home against Miami, and at Minnesota to wrap up the season. So, hey, if you guys want to see Nick Nurse, the legendary Nick Nurse in action, pop up to Minnesota at the last game of the year, Minneapolis, Tuesday, April 9th. It should be a good game. I mean, you put Kawhi Leonard up against Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, can you get better than that for a season finale? So, I don't know. I mean, the way that the season's been going, I don't think the Raptors are going to catch the Bucks, even though it's 3 games, just 3 games. It doesn't seem like it's that much. They're far behind, but I don't see them doing it. I mean, they haven't gelled enough together yet. I mean, hopefully in the playoffs that comes. But I mean, Milwaukee's on another level right now. They have I believe, let me check. They have the best record in the league, even above. I believe they're number 1 in the league with the best record, even better than 2-time defending world champions. Yep, the Golden State Warriors are 44-20. So the Raptors are actually second best record in the league, which is pretty remarkable for Nick Nurse, a guy who has cut his teeth all over the freaking world. Pretty cool. I mean, I think it's been a great year in the NBA. I still think the Golden State Warriors win it all. I mean, so what if they have the third best record in the league? I mean, they still have Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson, 3 of the best shooters in the world. I don't see anybody stopping them. I mean, Milwaukee has Giannis Antetokounmpo, and who else? I mean, Brogdon, Chris Middleton. How are they gonna outscore the Warriors in a 7-game series? I don't know. I mean, the Raptors, they could make the finals, but they're not winning. I mean, Kawhi Leonard is good, really, really good. but he's not beating the Warriors. I think it's been a fun season overall. I mean, there's been a lot of issues with Kyrie being dumb as crap, blaming everything on his teammates, not taking any responsibility. I mean, you're one of the top players in the world. Take responsibility. Quit complaining about the cameras. Quit complaining about everything. I mean, come on, bro. The world is not flat. Also, just the other day, LeBron James passed Michael Jordan for 4th all-time scoring. I still think MJ's number 1, the GOAT. I mean, 6 finals, 6 titles, 6 MVPs in the finals. I mean, you're not going to stop that. I mean, nobody's going to top that. That's impossible. I mean, come on. He should have had more MVPs, league MVPs than that too. But hey, my boy Vince Carter, if you can see, repping him, he's still, I think, the best dunker ever that we've saw. I don't know how I got on this tangent, but yeah, here's some random Toronto Raptors guy decked out in Toronto Raptors gear in Iowa. I mean, what's going on? I mean, James Harden's had another remarkable season for the Rockets. I think he should win back-to-back MVPs. I mean, to be honest, I know Giannis has had a great season, but hey, let's look at this. Let's compare this. James Harden is averaging a remarkable, unbelievable 36.7 points per game. That's per game. It's unbelievable. That's ridiculous. I mean, he single-handedly brought the Rockets from the bottom of the Western Conference back into, I believe, what are they? The 4th seed in the West at 39-25. They're only 5 games back. I mean, they could easily jump up to the 2nd seed. I mean, the Nuggets been playing are unbelievable. But, yeah, James Harden, I'll get on the Nuggets in a little bit, but James Harden's playing out of his mind. I mean, Giannis is having a big year. I mean, he's averaging, what's he averaging? He's not top 6 in scoring. That's fine. I mean, he's averaging 27-12, and come on, ESPN, help me out here. He's averaging 27-12, and all right, you're not going to help me out here. This is not 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists while shooting, what's he shooting, 58%. That's pretty good. Wow, how many blocks is he getting per game? 1.5. I mean, that's pretty dang good. Yeah, he's okay. I mean, I could see the defense for him being MVP this year. I mean, he is the best player on the best team in the league. But is that really what the award is for? The best player on the best team in the league? I mean, James Harden is remarkable in himself. I mean, he's averaging 36 and 7 and 6. When was the last? I don't know. I don't have it pulled up in front of me. When was the last time someone has done that? And he's a point guard. I mean, 36, 7, and 6 as a point guard? That's unfreaking believable. What is he? I mean, he's making what? He's making 5 threes a game, attempting 13.5 threes a game. He's shooting 36% from 3 while averaging 14 points a game. I mean, 14 threes a game. He's shooting 43%. He's averaging 25 shots a game, shooting 43%. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's remarkable. That's whatever you can spin it. I mean, that guy is unbelievable. I mean, I was talking with a coworker earlier today, or not today, yesterday. He told me he thinks this is the best talent that's ever been in the league as a whole. And while I'm not old enough to be growing up in the 80s. I remember the 90s. I mean, the 90s had some great players. Of course, MJ, the GOAT. Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Shaq, tail end of Magic Johnson, Gary Payton. Did I say Sean Kemp? John Stockton, Chris Webber. I mean, you run down the line. They had some good athletes, but if you want to argue this, I'll give you maybe their more dominant players in the 90s. The 80s had spectacular players too: Kareem, Magic, Larry. I mean, three guys that are first name basis. But if you put the talent of the league shooting wise here, I mean, the shooters in the 90s could not even light a candle to the shooters today in the league. I mean, you have Kevin Durant, who is 7 feet tall, nailing pull-up jumpers 30 feet away in the NBA Finals. Just draining it. Steph Curry is just making shots from 40 feet away consistently, breaking all sorts of records. Klay Thompson knocks down unbelievable amount of shots. I mean, James Harden, his step back and his sidestep that they talked about all day on Tuesday against the Raptors. I mean, he could shoot lights out. Kawhi Leonard can even shoot. I mean, if you go down the line of the top teams in the league, let me pull this up. The thing that people have the biggest issue with in the NBA is they say there's no defense. Well, yes, there's a lot of times there's no defense. Other times it makes it the players are so talented that it looks like the other team is not playing defense. But in reality, the players can shoot the ball so well, they just make defenses look silly. I mean, everybody in the NBA pretty much can shoot. Everybody. They give them an open jumper. Maybe it might not be a three-pointer, but given an open jumper, and they're drilling it. Probably 7 out of 10 times. If you give them that's a little high. Maybe 6 out of 10 times. They're drilling it. They're drilling it in the face. I mean, a guy that's not secretly, he's carrying a lot of buzz recently, is Paul George. Unbelievable how he could come back from that devastating injury. But yeah, let's go down the line with the Bucks. Giannis is getting better at shooting. He still can't shoot the best. Toronto, they have Kawhi Leonard, obviously. Golden State Warriors recovered their 3 shooters. Denver Nuggets, that's a team who I think is sneaky good to go deep. At least I think they at least go to the Western Conference Finals. Hands down. I mean, they're second seed in the conference, so they should. But I mean, they have Nikola Jokic, who could shoot anyone on the court. I mean, he does not look athletic. I mean, he looks like he's me out there on the court playing basketball if I was 6'9". But he gets it done. I mean, he's got a great inside-out game. Unbelievable. He can pass. I mean, he's averaging somewhere up near 7 assists or something like that. I mean, he's incredible. I mean, Indiana Pacers, they had, for some reason, somehow the Indiana Pacers have the 5th best record in the league at 42-24, and they don't even have their best player, Victor Oladipo. I don't know how they're doing it. The Sixers, they have Jimmy Butler, really good shooter himself. Joel Embiid, is a pretty good shooter for a 7-footer. Ben Simmons, we know he can't shoot. But yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder, give Westbrook an open 3. Not on the break, he's making it. I mean, if he's at full speed on the break, he's not even coming close. He's not the greatest shooter. He's definitely not the greatest shooter, but they have Paul George, who is playing out of his mind, what I mentioned earlier. Let's see what he's averaging 28, 8, and 4 with 2 steals a game. That's pretty good. Westbrook, while he's not a great shooter, something that hasn't been talked about a lot this year is he's averaging a triple-double again. He's averaging 23, 11, and 10. 11 rebounds, 10 assists, almost 11 assists. And the Thunder quietly somehow let's see. Come on, give me this. Quietly are third in the West. They could make some noise. They're not always the most exciting team to watch, but when it comes down to it, Paul George can make it like no other. Houston obviously has James Harden, one of the best shooters in the game. Boston Celtics, they have Kyrie Irving, who can shoot lights out when he tries. Portland Trailblazers, Damian Lillard, and CJ McCollum, probably the second best shooting tandem in the league behind Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. Those guys can just sling it. Utah Jazz, they have Joe Ingles and Donovan Mitchell. They can light it up. And the Spurs, they have DeMar DeRozan. He's a great shooter as well. The Clippers. See, and then once we get outside that top 10, it kind of falls off a little bit. But Clippers, they don't. They still have Tobias Harris is still their leading scorer. He's not on their team anymore. But so Lou Williams is their leading scorer. He can light it up for sure. So yeah, this video has been dragging on for a bit. I don't know why I've been doing it for so long. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing. Tune in, I guess, next time I do this. I figured since we do have a high-level NBA head coach, we should have some kind of NBA update. I don't know. I think it's going to be fun. We have a little more than a month left in the regular season. I think it should be a fun run to the playoffs, and then once the playoffs get going, we are in for a ride this year. First round might not be that good. I don't think it's going to be good, but second round, Eastern Conference Finals should be pretty good. When we get to the finals, might not be that good. I think the Warriors either sweep or win 4-1. Again, unfortunately. Yeah, so, one last thing, I should have a humble brag here. I'm going to be visiting Madison Square Garden March 28th for the Knicks Raptors. I'm pretty excited to go to the Mecca, world-famous basketball arena. I've never been there before. It should be pretty freaking sweet. I've never been in NYC either, New York City. A week later, I'm going to be going to the Brooklyn Nets versus Raptors. It'd be cool to see D'Angelo Russell. That's someone else that we haven't talked about. The Nets have a sneaky good team. They have D'Angelo Russell, Joe Harris, Jared Allen, and Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench. Karis LeVert coming off the bench. They might. In the way the standings are breaking down right now, if we open the playoffs today, the Raptors would play the Nets in a 7-game series in the opening round. I think that'd be pretty fun. I think the Raptors obviously win that one, but I think it's going to be a fun series. So I don't know. It's going to be a fun run. I wish the Kings get in it. I hate the Kings aren't too far behind. Let's see where they stand in the. Come on. Let's see where they stand in the conference standings. Come on. I know they were a little far out. They're ninth. They're 4 games back of the Clippers for the 8th spot, so they're pretty far back. And the Lakers, while I don't like the Lakers, I like LeBron. It doesn't look like they're going to make it. They're 6.5 games back of the Clippers. Yeah, that's going to be weird. The T-Wolves are even ahead of them now. So, I don't know. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird without LeBron in the playoffs. what did I hear a stat last night? 13 straight years with the playoffs, 8 NBA finals in a row. I mean, that's unbelievable. Looks like both of those streaks are coming to an end this year. The Lakers, they're a shit show. I mean, what were they doing? I mean, why didn't they sign anybody in the offseason? I don't understand. I mean, you signed Rondo, who's pretty good, but not as good as Rondo used to be. And you surrounded LeBron with who else? Nobody can shoot on that team. Kuzma, he can't shoot. Ingram, I mean, he can shoot jumpers in the lane. And he can shoot threes. I mean, you going to him at the end of the game? I mean, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Well, I've had you guys for 22 minutes rambling on around random bullshit. So, yeah. Talk to you guys later. This show also doesn't have a name, so Iowa NBA show. That's fucking lame. Whoops, sorry for the word. Yeah. Peace.